Hey Raiders fans, today we're diving deep into a storyline that's been capturing attention as the team heads into the new NFL season. The spotlight is on Michael Mayer, the promising tight end who came into the league amid high expectations, but has had a roller coaster start to his professional career. Back in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Raiders made a bold move by trading up in the second round to secure Mayer out of Notre Dame. At the time, it felt like they had found a future cornerstone for their offense. Mayer's college career was nothing short of spectacular. He set records with the Fighting Irish, showing a rare combination of size, athleticism, and football IQ that made him a coveted prospect. His skill set seemed perfectly suited for the NFL game, and many thought he would quickly become a go-to target in the Raiders' passing attack. Mayer's rookie season offered glimpses of his potential, flashes that made fans excited about what was to come. However, his production was inconsistent, and he never quite established himself as a reliable weapon week in and week out. Still, the belief remained strong that Mayer was on a path toward becoming a key offensive contributor. Then, the 2024 draft brought a curveball that surprised many around the league. The Raiders used their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to select Brock Bowers, a tight end out of Georgia, with a reputation as a dynamic and versatile playmaker. This move sparked a lot of conversations, as it was unusual for a team to invest such high draft capital on two tight ends in back-to-back years. Fans and analysts immediately speculated about how the Raiders might deploy this pair together, envisioning a potent two tight end package that could wreak havoc on opposing defenses. The idea of pairing Mayer and Bowers seemed like a perfect strategy to elevate the Raiders' offense. The team had already demonstrated a penchant for using what's called 12 personnel, which involves one running back and two tight ends on the field simultaneously. In fact, last season, the Raiders were the highest users of this personnel grouping in the entire NFL. The plan appeared to be clear: maximize the talents of both Mayer and Bowers, creating mismatches and multiple threats that would keep defenses guessing. Unfortunately, the reality on the field did not live up to the hype. Mayer missed several weeks of action due to a personal matter, which disrupted his rhythm and limited his opportunities to contribute. Even after returning, his production remained subdued. He finished the 2024 season with just 21 receptions for 156 yards. Numbers that were modest compared to what was initially expected from someone with his pedigree. As Mayer steps into his third year with the silver and black, there's a lot of curiosity about his role moving forward. Bowers has clearly emerged as the top tight end option and one of the team's most exciting offensive weapons. The question now is where Mayer fits into this evolving offense. Will he develop into the impactful player the Raiders envisioned when they invested so much draft capital in him? Or will he become more of a peripheral figure, seeing limited snaps and fading into the background? The arrival of Chip Kelly as the new offensive coordinator adds another layer of intrigue. Kelly is known for his innovative approach and ability to maximize player strengths, but he also has a lot of work ahead in his first season to iron out the kinks in the Raiders' offense. Watching how Mayer figures into Kelly's game plans will be a compelling storyline throughout the offseason. And into the regular season, there's no doubt that Mayer has the talent to be a meaningful contributor. He possesses the size, hands, and route-running ability that could make him a mismatched nightmare for defenses. However, with Bowers firmly established as the top tight end, Mayer will need to carve out a clear niche. Whether that means serving as a reliable second option in two tight end sets or finding ways to impact the game in other formations remains to be seen. The potential upside is significant. If Mayer can return to form and fully unlock his abilities, the Raiders' passing attack could become much more dynamic and difficult to defend. This duo could force opponents to account for multiple threats, opening up opportunities for the entire offense. On the other hand, if Mayer fails to take that next step, the team risks having invested heavily in a player who becomes more of a forgotten piece. The pressure is on for Mayer as he prepares for the upcoming season. This year could very well define his trajectory in the NFL. For the Raiders, having two talented tight ends like Mayer and Bowers provides a unique advantage, but only if both can stay healthy and produce consistently. With the changes in coaching and offensive philosophy, All eyes will be on Mayer to see if he can break through the noise and become a key factor for the silver and black offense. He remains one of the biggest question marks entering 2025, a wild card whose performance could swing the fortunes of the team's attack. Raiders fans will be hoping Mayer lives up to the hype and adds another dimension to a unit that is hungry for success. As we look deeper into the Raiders' offensive outlook for the upcoming season, it's impossible to ignore the significant role Michael Mayer could play, or potentially miss, within the scheme Chip Kelly is bringing to Las Vegas. Kelly, known for his aggressive and creative offensive strategies, faces a challenge to optimize the talents he has, especially at the tight end position where expectations are sky high. With Brock Bowers already cemented as the team's primary offensive weapon, Mayer finds himself in a crucial position. Prove that he deserves meaningful snaps or risk slipping into the background of what could be a high-octane offense. The Raiders' offense last year was built heavily around 12 personnel sets, a formation featuring one running back and two tight ends. This scheme provided flexibility, allowing multiple passing options and the ability to create mismatches against defenses. In theory, having Mayer and Bowers on the field together should have been a nightmare for opposing linebackers and defensive backs, given both players' unique skill sets. Bowers' physicality and playmaking ability combined with Mayer's route-running precision and hands could create an almost unstoppable tandem. But when Mayer missed several weeks last season, that chemistry never fully developed, and his limited production afterward raised doubts about his consistency and availability. Kelly's arrival could change everything, though. He's a coach who values versatility and adaptability, and he has a history of tailoring his offensive approach to the strengths of his players. If Mayer can regain his confidence and stay healthy, Kelly might find ways to incorporate him effectively. Whether that means positioning him in the slot, lining him up outside, or exploiting matchups against slower linebackers. The key will be Mayer's ability to elevate his game and become a reliable target, especially on crucial downs when defenses are keying in on Bowers or the wide receivers. Moreover, Mayer's third season presents a pivotal moment not just for him individually, but for the Raiders' overall offensive identity. This team has been searching for a dynamic, multi-dimensional attack capable of competing at the highest level. With a potent quarterback, a deep receiving core, and two talented tight ends, the Raiders have the pieces to make defenses pay. However, without a tight end like Mayer stepping up alongside Bowers, defenses could more easily focus on shutting down the star tight end and other skill players. Mayer's growth, or lack thereof, could be the difference between an offense that thrives with unpredictability and one that becomes too one-dimensional. Offensive football at the NFL level is a game of adjustments, and Mayer's situation exemplifies that perfectly. His college success set lofty expectations, but transitioning to the pros is never straightforward. Injuries, scheme fits, coaching changes, and competition all factor into how a player evolves. His personal challenges last year added another hurdle to overcome. But if there's one thing we know about athletes at this level, it's resilience. Mayer has the tools to bounce back and become an important piece of this offense, especially under a coach like Kelly who thrives on innovation. It's also worth noting that the Raiders front office showed a lot of faith in Mayer by investing high draft capital to acquire him. This wasn't a low-risk gamble. They believed in his talent enough to trade up in the draft, a move that typically signals long-term commitment and high expectations. That investment creates pressure, but also opportunity. Opportunity for Mayer to prove he's worth every bit of that trust. The coming months in training camp, preseason, and early regular season games will be crucial for Mayer to stake his claim and earn consistent playing time. Beyond just Mayer and Bowers, the tight end position itself is evolving in the NFL, becoming more central to offenses than ever before. Teams are using tight ends not just as blockers or secondary receivers, but as focal points who can stretch the field, create mismatches in the passing game, and open lanes for the running backs. Then the Raiders are in a strong position to capitalize on this trend if they can unlock the full potential of their tight ends. Mayer's skill set, which combines route running and reliable hands, fits perfectly within this modern paradigm. If he can stay on the field and execute, Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could become one of the most surprising twists of the NFL offseason, murmurs are swirling around running back Alexander Mattison and his recent comments about his departure from the Las Vegas Raiders. Though nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders claim that the former Raiders standout has privately expressed deep regret over leaving the team, reportedly saying, "I regret it every single day." The comment, allegedly made during a private conversation with close associates, has sparked a wave of speculation across the league. Could Mattison be reconsidering his decision? Is there a chance he might seek a reunion with his silver and black? While no formal negotiations have been reported, several league sources suggest that both the player and the organization might be quietly exploring the possibility. Mattison, who left the Raiders amid hopes of a larger role elsewhere, may now be questioning the wisdom of that move. After a challenging season marred by inconsistency and limited opportunities, it's believed that the running back has been reflecting on what might have been had he stayed in Las Vegas. The Raiders, for their part, have also faced some turbulence at the running back position, leaving some to wonder whether a return of their former star could help stabilize the offense. Adding fuel to the fire, Mattison recently posted a cryptic message on social media, hinting at unfinished business and personal growth. While he did not mention the Raiders directly, fans and analysts alike have been quick to interpret the message as a veiled reference to his lingering feelings about the team. For now, all of this remains in the realm of speculation. No official statement has been released by Mattison or his representatives, and the Raiders have declined to comment on the rumors. Still, as the NFL offseason continues to unfold, this potential storyline is one that fans and insiders alike will be watching closely. Could a dramatic homecoming be on the horizon for Alexander Mattison? Only time will tell. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.